Hi, my name is Ivan Evans, and I am the Provost of Eleanor Roosevelt College at UC San Diego. My accent, many of you might pick up, is South African. This is my 9th year now, I think, being Provost at Eleanor Roosevelt College, and I am having a blast. Yes, I have Googled myself before, and I'm afraid, I guess nothing dies on the internet. All right. What does Provost Evans do at ERC? It has been a pleasure to learn how to become a leader at ERC. As you know, provosts are recruited from the faculty. We know nothing about how to run a college. It's just like that. One day you're a faculty member, the next day you're running a college with 5,000 students. I establish a vision and a mission for the college. I attend to the welfare of our staff, a very dedicated staff who work really, really hard, and not only to get their jobs done, but also to bring the mission of ERC to life. And of course, there's the students. Everything that the provost does is for the benefit of the students. And that's the way I approach my job. And so I'm delighted always to have the opportunity to meet with students, because every time I talk to students, I think I learn how to do my job better. What does Provost Evans like most about being Provost of ERC? The thing that perhaps surprised me the most when I took this job was that provosts actually have a large degree of freedom to decide how to run the college without interference from above. Of course, we cooperate and we get instructions, etc. But really, running the college, setting the mission of the college, involving students and other faculty, staff, and members of the community, these are things that the provost can use resources in any way that they feel fit. So I think this is the thing that I enjoy most about being provost, is the sense of being part of a large university team, but also having a lot of autonomy to run the college as I want to. What does Provost Evans think the most important resources are for new students? Undoubtedly, talk to your deans. Talk to the staff in your colleges. For students coming in, especially, I would say, but this is also true for students throughout the entire time that they spend at UC San Diego. You don't have to struggle alone. Everybody's going to struggle at some point at UC San Diego, whether it's you fall short of a grade that you want, you're having roommate conflicts, you might be having personal troubles in your own life, or something going on with your dog or your cat, or something happening in your family. And this is the beauty of the college system. We have immense resources for students to reach out to, and students should know, therefore, that they don't have to struggle alone, that there are resources at their disposal. And the most important thing that I can say to a student is talk to a dean. Once you talk to one of the staff members of ERC, you then get networked into a culture of care with many different specialists across the campus. For example, we have case managers. A case manager is a dedicated staff member who follows the individual circumstances of a particular student very, very closely. So you're kind of like having a personal coach as you wind your way and navigate your way through some troubles that you might be having. And of course, there's always CAPS, clinical and psychological services, which can help you with any personal problems that you might be having. The other resource, of course, that students have at their disposal are their friends. There is nothing more important at the university than having a support system that you can rely on, whether it's in your residences or just going out to have fun, taking the trolley to go into downtown. These are absolutely vital parts of your experience. So, short answer, reach out and talk to someone, including your friends. What is the next question here? What does Provost Evans think of UCSD's college system? Well, I am an absolute champion of the college system. And I will say that whenever we have guests from other universities, sometimes even other countries, and they learn about our college system, and they're blown away. Almost all of them say, why isn't my college, my university, organized like this? Especially if you come from a small town, small schools, small classrooms, where everybody kind of knew each other, and then coming into a university with 37,000 students. It's a bit daunting. What the college system does is that it breaks down that large community into smaller communities. Smaller communities who are joined by shared experiences. Students in ERC will attend the same GE classes, the famous Making of the Modern World. You'll eat at the cafeteria. You'll have joint traditions, study abroad opportunities that the college organizes. You will walk from your residence to your classroom, talking to other students who are joining you on the same journey down to Central Campus. So at the end of the day, ERC students become good friends for one another. Some of the lasting experiences that you can expect to have will be from having made friends in your college. It is absolutely unique. No other university organizes the undergraduate experience the way we do here, and makes the university really function in a way that really works to the benefit of students. And I say this knowing my own two kids, one who graduated from Berkeley, the other who attended UC Santa Barbara, and then crossed over here. Both of them love UC San Diego. They used to sit in on my MMW lectures and with their little bicycle helmets. My son at Berkeley, this is not to ding Berkeley, but my son at Berkeley did feel like it was a university of 35,000 students. Very difficult to make close friends, very difficult to have clubby kind of things, but the college system makes that much easier. Let's see. What is Provost Evans's favorite event that he has attended on campus? Okay, so on campus, right? Because I'd say my favorite event, I think, not on campus, would be the global seminars that I've led, taken students overseas. We've been to India, South Africa, Zambia, and I'm hoping to return next year again. I love those experiences. I get to stay with students for like 5 weeks, get to know them really, really well. We have great fun in different countries. So that will always sort of stand out as a great highlight of my time here. But on campus, happened during a MMW blowout. You sit on a chair above a large tub of water, which is attached to a lever, and some students become like baseball pitchers, right? So they've got balls and they aim at the lever, and the lever goes up and it drops you, it submerges you entirely in a large tub of water. That was great fun. Students were initially so worried that they were going to hit that lever and drown me, and I was encouraging them, go for it, do it, and so they did, and one of them eventually did sink me. So it was a great time. They were all there with towels keeping me warm because it was freezing that day. I enjoy that memory. What does Provost Evans like to do most in his free time? Undoubtedly, taking walks with my family and my dog. We've always had dogs in our family, and I can't imagine a life without a dog. We go for hikes out in the forest or take the dog down to the beach, but especially hiking in the forest. It's what I love to do most, because it also gives me a chance to indulge my photography, which I love to do as well. Landscapes, taking shots of the forest in different seasons. I really love that. But mostly it's about hanging out with my family and the dog when we go for walks. No doubt about that. Next question. What does Provost Evans hope students get out of MMW? I have taught in MMW for the past 30-something years. I taught the last section, which is now called MW 15, right? It used to be called 6. It's now renamed 15. I've taught that probably over 30 times. Often I would teach it both in the regular school year and in the summer. And I could not wait to get into the classroom. What I hope students will get out of it is that history is made by ordinary people, and students are ordinary people, no matter how extraordinary you become when you graduate. History in the end is made by individuals. What I hope MMW students get is an understanding of history, of politics, and of culture, and an understanding of the absolute importance of struggling always for justice and peace on a global scale, and to become really, to use that hackneyed phrase, an engaged citizen of the world. That is always at the heart of MMW. So I hope that students learn that they have the knowledge of history, have the belief in themselves to actually change the world. Next question. What is Provost Evans's favorite memory from college? I did my undergraduate degree in South Africa at the height of apartheid. And I come from that generation of complete resistance. We opposed the apartheid state in every conceivable possible form, and my generation refused to compromise with it. In my case, I was forced to attend a segregated university for colored people, that is people of mixed racial descent. By law, I couldn't attend any other university because all universities were racialized, and one had to attend the university that the state said you ought to attend. So I attended my university under protest, with a sense of grievance, anger, and hatred. And when I joined my university, I found a few thousand other people who felt exactly the same as I do. That was also just before the Soweto Rebellion of 1976. That's when I entered college, when South Africa went up in flames and thousands of children, some as young as 10, 12, 13, were killed in large numbers by the apartheid security forces. So that's when I began my college career. I won't disclose everything, but I was part of that brigade that used to walk around with kerosene to see if we could burn down our university. That's what I remember most about my college experience. That sense of rebellion, of being in a joint struggle against a form of pernicious cruelty and evil in the world, and having large numbers of comrades who were willing to take risks like me to change the system, even if it meant destroying the university. Happily, I no longer do that anymore. Now I'm a provost preserving the university and hoping that the university and the college thrive. Next question. What is Provost Evans's favorite movie or TV show? This one is a stumper because I have so many. Well, I'll tell you one that I recently enjoyed was American Fiction. It's a great movie, a comedy. I recommend that you see that. I'll watch documentaries until late at night, just about every night on world history. I've just finished watching a very lengthy documentary called The French Village, which I recommend to everybody. It's a very painstaking and very close, detailed look at a small village in France during the Nazi occupation from 1939 onwards, and it traces the lives of ordinary people who had to make do and survive under occupation, and it presents a very nuanced picture of that experience, because the French did not just rebel and resist against Nazism. They collaborated with it. And what this series does, it very carefully walks through the private lives of people as they make this anguished decision to collaborate or to resist. And so I thought it was very true to life, because that was also my experience in South Africa as well. It's very, very hard to resist every second of your life. There are many occasions when you simply acquiesce, when you're not resisting. And when you're not resisting, you are complying. And so that's what really warmed me to this series, and I recommend it to anybody. It's called The French Village. What does Provost Evans wish new students knew when coming into UC San Diego? I think students coming here have done their research, and so they have a good idea of what to expect. I think what I would like students to have a great appreciation of from the very get-go is knowing that there are indeed lots of resources for students. You do not have to struggle alone. So that's what I would like students to begin their careers with at UC San Diego. The knowledge that the college system has been crafted in such a way that it makes resources easily available to students. Colleges are like a one-stop shopping. You have your advising, you have the student experience, you have clinical and psychological services, you have residential, the deans of your residence are all located either in the building or just a hop, skip, and jump away. So the college system really makes it easy to navigate the many administrative and bureaucratic things that students have to go through, checking up on grades, meeting with deans, etc. And the college system makes it easy for you to do that. So that's what I'd like students to know from the get-go. We are here to help. We are a lot of experienced staff here. We have a lot of resources, and we are standing by to be of assistance to you. That was a great interview. I enjoyed it very much, and I look forward to meeting as many students as possible. One of the downsides of being a provost is that I no longer talk to students a lot anymore, which I love to do, but I always invite students to reach out to me. And remember this, coffee with the professor. This is a great system. All you got to do is come into the admin and ask for a voucher. You'll get a voucher, and you can take any professor, including the chancellor, out for lunch at one of the eateries on campus. And remember, coffee with the prof or dinner with the prof also stands for coffee with the provost or dinner with the provost. So I'm here. I'm always hungry. I'm absolutely delighted to meet you. So please come up and invite me out for lunch.